house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 18 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Austin, and Austin has a few questions. First of all, he wants to know, do I think that CBS intentionally skipped Big Brother 15 when picking out their returning house guests for the season? That's a great question. Yeah, if you guys noticed, they have 2 from BB17, 1 from 16, and 1 from 14. Nobody from 15. I think that's like a numbers thing though, because a lot of times when any of these shows have like returning contestants, they'll have like the most from the last season before. Like on Survivor all the time, they'll have a majority from the last season just because it's so fresh in people's minds and it's going to draw a lot of people in. So that's why they have 2 from 17, I would say. And then 16, you know, they got 1 from there. And then I guess they figured, you know, Frank was a fan favorite, so they decided to bring him back instead of somebody from 15. Who would you guys have brought back from 15? Let me know. And Austin's second question, did I notice the change to the intro theme of the first few episodes of Big Brother 18? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember. I feel like that was years and years and years ago. Maybe at the time, but I don't really pay attention to the theme that much. Alright, but if you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday there was a lot of bro time with Paul, Victor, and James because, of course, Corey and Nicole are off on their own all the time. And Paul and Victor are trying to pull James in, trying to help out whichever one of them stays because they want James to work with them. So they were all playing pool, and Paul was like, James, we've got to win the next 2 competitions if we expect to, like, win anything here. Which is not necessarily true, because they would only have to win the power of veto if they're working together. Because the power of veto holder is going to determine who goes home. They're the sole voter. So, I mean, HOH, the next HOH is just like, you're safe. You don't actually have any power. So they really only need to win 1 competition. But then again, that's if they're working together, because I'm still not convinced that James is going to be like, sorry, Corey and Nicole, we're done. Alright, so then they're talking about, you know, final 3 situations. They don't feel like Corey is going to take any of them to the final 2, because he knows that he can beat Nicole, apparently, and he's going to save face with her, bring her to the final 2, and then beat her anyway. And then Paul's like, maybe, just maybe we could convince Nicole, because she knows that she can't beat Corey in the end, and she wants to win. She wants that title, so maybe we could convince her to take one of us. Now, this is interesting, because I'm not really sure who would win in the final 2 if it was Corey and Nicole. So I want you guys to leave it in the comments, leave your arguments. I haven't, like, broken down all the jury votes yet, because I just don't feel like it. But, I mean, the idea of a Corey and Nicole final 2 is just like, I don't know. But let me know who you guys think would win between the 2 of them. I think it's interesting that they're all assuming that it would be Corey. I don't know, maybe it would be. But anyway, Paul's telling James again, you should stick with whichever one of us stays because it's your best chance, it's our best chance, we gotta do it. And James is just like, yeah, I get it. Again, not totally committing either way. Alright, so last night was a lot of poker. They're playing that game Spoons. That's a fun game. I love that. They're playing pool. And then the guys were all sharing these awful, like, frat bro style stories. Like, really? James was talking about shooting doves down from power lines and then, like, eating them. What? Yeah. So then, during the whole story time, Nicole's just like, you know, every time Corey opens his mouth with a stupid story, she's just like, ah! Alright, Paul was performing some card tricks. Pretty cool. I guess he went to, like, magician school or something when he was a kid. And then, let's get back to the game for 2 seconds. Victor knows that he's definitely going home this week. He was playing pool with Nicole, and he mentioned casually, like, oh yeah, I'm going home, or whatever. And Nicole, I think she had, like, a nervous laughter or something, because she was, like, smiling, but it was not funny, and she was just like, are you mad that you're going home? And he was like, no, I'm happy with my Big Brother experience. I got to come back twice. That's something that nobody's ever done before. He won a crap ton of competitions, so he feels like he's really left his mark on the game. He says he's fine with it. And you'll notice again that Paul and Victor are hanging out with Nicole and Corey again. So I guess everything's okay now. All right. So then there was a late night chat last night between Paul and James. Again, Paul is telling him, we need to work together if we're going to have a shot at winning. And now at this point, Paul knows that Victor's definitely going. So he's like, you got to work with me, man. We got to make this happen. And James is like, you know I'm trying to get to the end. I play strategically. Is he for real, though? Or is he just BSing Paul? Because, again, I'm not sure who he would side with. I think that James just assumes that he's not going to win, or, like, he doesn't think about winning. He's just more concerned with winning America's Favorite. I mean, he could have a shot at winning the whole thing, but I feel like he's so focused on getting that 50 grand for America's Favorite. But, like, you could do it. You have a shot at this. It's crazy. So, anyway, the feeds went down this morning. Ow. At... I shouldn't do that while I'm filming. The feeds went down this morning, 9 a.m. Big Brother time, and they will not be back again until after the show airs tomorrow night. So the reason they went down so early, I'm assuming that they're going to be filming some sort of special arts and crafts activity for a few hours. That's what they usually do, and then they show that for Big Brother After Dark for tonight. And then it's bye-bye Victor. He's leaving this afternoon, but we won't see it until tomorrow. And then when the feeds come back on Tuesday night, we should know the HOH, obviously the nominees, which don't really matter, and I think also the POV winner. So we should know what's going on. It should be interesting. So there will not be a spoiler video tomorrow because there's nothing to spoil. And I'll be back on Wednesday, so make sure you check it out. And when we do know all those details, like HOH, nominees, POV, tomorrow night, we'll post it in the info for this spoiler. So make sure you check back. And until tomorrow, no. And until Wednesday, much love.